Hello.
Had you been here before, Andrew?
Yeah, I've been here a few times. We usually come out here mainly because the cricket facilities are so good, both in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. We were out here sort of about 18 months ago, maybe, for the World Cup qualifiers, the T20 World Cup qualifiers, and we were based in Abu Dhabi. So I think just the fact that you get good weather all year round means you can plan accordingly and you can train away without having to worry about the weather, which obviously we have an issue with back home.
Yes, I was asked to ask you the question of how COVID was affecting cricket in Ireland, but I was assuming on the basis that there's not going to be a lot of outdoor play at the moment.
No, well, that we'd usually be away from home anyway now. So the fact we were obviously nervous that we wouldn't be able to come out here, and we had to do all of us had to test on Christmas Eve before we came over. Fortunately, all got through that, and then went through the protocols on arrival at the airport, and we've been tested probably 6 or 7 times since. So we're fortunate that we haven't had any blips, and we've been able to play, albeit the game yesterday got postponed because there was a couple of outbreaks in the UAE camp. So we're gonna. It's just sensible. I think the guys are pretty good now. They're fairly, flexible in the sense that something can come up the night before a game, and that puts a dampener on the plans. But we're here and we're able to train and stuff. So it's actually not too bad.
Presumably, it changes your mental preparation for the games.
That's the biggest thing, yeah. Because we like our physical preparation, and like I said, the facilities are so good here. There's no real excuses. So it's only which I suppose for someone like me, maybe, who I've played more than a lot of the guys and kind of understand maybe the mental side maybe a bit better than the others. I can imagine for the younger guys who've just come into the team and haven't experienced international cricket that much, and then to be told the night before that we're not going to play, having done the kind of all the prep the day before, can be tough. But it's a weird environment. But that's just, I suppose, everything is weird at the moment for so many
everything's
people.
A bit funny, but at least you're able to play the games out here, which is
exactly like
great.
I don't think there's any other national team, certainly in Ireland. The rugby team played a bit before Christmas. The Six Nations is obviously coming up, which I don't know what they're doing for that. The women's hockey team, who are going to Tokyo for the Olympics, they're back training, and I think they're in Spain at the moment playing. So have you yourself been in Abu Dhabi for the duration of the whole kind of pandemic? Or
I've been through it all. So I've been here about 2.5 years now. But I was here right through the beginning. But as I say, feel quite lucky to be here. Great medical facilities.
Did the UAE government go pretty hard early and just lock it down?
So
basically,
there was sort of lockdown right from the beginning, and they ramped up all of our preparations on testing and vaccination pretty quickly. So they're vaccinating at quite a rate. I think they're up to 10% of the population already. So
really, that's amazing. Yeah, and like you don't really, I'm a huge sports fan. I'm a Liverpool football fan, and you don't actually realize.
My son,
really?
Very happy to hear that.
Yeah,
I get a lot of grief here because, of course, they own Man City. So we have there's a little bit of obligatory banter about how Liverpool are doing.
But you don't realize until you get all your live sport taken away that it actually means so much. So I think that's the message that we've kind of, whenever we have had chances to play. So we got to play in Southampton in England, against England, and then we came here. So the opportunity to just kind of play that people back home can wake up at 5 a.m. and be able to not look at the news and see all that kind of morbid news. They get to actually watch cricket and see a pretty good match or whatever it is, like entertainment of something that they're passionate about. I think it's just we're fortunate that we get to kind of do that for people back home.
And prep you for scoring centuries against England and beating them again.
Yeah, that helps as well. That it was a weird sensation because we had 3 weeks in Southampton in a this bio bubble. We weren't allowed to leave. It was very safe. And then we obviously beat England, and we flew home the next day and we were on cloud 9, and then it's got to go home for 14 days. can't leave, can't. So it was a bit kind of like usually you'd celebrate a win properly, but it wasn't the same. But certainly there was a feel good factor amongst the Irish cricket family, which isn't that big. But the fact that we were able to do that was certainly a highlight for not just the players, but everyone sort of involved with the organisation.
Doesn't go away from the record book, does it? So
no, yeah, exactly. It'll always be there. But unfortunately, we got brought back down to earth pretty quickly there on Friday against the UAE. But they're learning. It's a young squad. It's an exciting squad, and we're going to have blips on the road. But as long as they're enjoying it and progressing, that's the main thing, I suppose.
And you're being well looked after?
Very well looked after. We're in the Ritz Carlton. I think it's Abu Dhabi Canal. I think that's the kind of area.
Nice hotel.
Amazing hotel. It's right beside we got a good view of the Grand Mosque from our sort of lobby area. But what they've done is they've basically cordoned off an area for us, and that's it. It's us with the same people in the restaurant, 3 or 4 of them who are helping us, and they're really, really good. We've got a part of the beach that we can use, and then we can use the pool from any time towards 1 p.m. I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I think it's a 5-star hotel. It's certainly.
I think I'm going to say, if I was choosing a bio bubble, Ritz Carlton with access to the beach.
Yeah, I'm trying hard not to like put anything on social media, because when I was at home and we were locked down, and you see all your mates in Australia and New Zealand, you know, at the beach and stuff, like you almost get annoyed at it. So I'm trying not to publicize what a nice place we're in, because I know it's pretty grim at home at the moment. So I think it's important that I'm not kind of showing off. I'm doing it with my fiance and my mum and dad, but apart from that, I'm keeping it pretty private.
Okay, well, I'll make sure my social media team don't make too much of. They were very.
That's
keen.
why I've closed the curtains, so you can't really see the sun. Where were you before you were in the UAE? Where were you?
UK for a bit, but Pakistan before that.
Oh, very good. How's that?
Yeah, but I didn't get to see much cricket because it was still a time when there wasn't any international cricket, so they were all desperate to get that
playing over here.
Yeah, exactly. They're all over here.
Whereabouts in the UK are you from originally?
Well, I'm a bit of a mix of everything. Actually, my dad was brought up in Oman, so.
Okay,
yeah. He spent most of his childhood in Ireland, but sort of West Country, if ever anywhere, Wiltshire, Dorset.
I studied
my
Cardiff,
dad was Army and international, and I've been a diplomat, so I never lived anywhere for more than a couple of years. So yeah,
must be a cool life though, getting to see so many different places.
It is, but it's good to get back home. And actually, it's been too long since I've been across to Ireland actually. So we used to go down to County Fermanagh a lot. So
lovely,
brilliant. Well, Andrew, best of luck with the games. And
thank you, Patrick. Lovely to meet
you. One, you're able to continue to play, and 2, you continue to win. Well, start on a winning track.
Kickstart, yeah, exactly.
We see it as a throat clearer, and you're being polite to your hosts.
That's how I'm putting it, yeah.
And look, the best of luck, and I'll be following the results. And in the meantime, enjoy the bio bubble.
Thank you, Patrick. Lovely to meet you. Hope to meet you in person someday.
Definitely. Well, I've been along to watch some of the county sides before in the past, but
you'll have to come watch us. Hopefully, we're there next year, and you'll be able to come watch us.
Definitely. Look forward to it. Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Andrew,
thanks, Patrick.
Best of luck to you and the team. Fantastic.
Cheers. Thank you.